Porsche's EVs are incredible. When I went camping with some friends this past weekend, the conversation turned to cars, as it typically does. And when one asked me what my favorite electric vehicle was, I didn't hesitate. It's the Porsche Taycan. The Taycan gets everything right. Depending on the trim level, it's somewhere between obscenely quick and so fast that maybe it shouldn't be sold to civilians. On top of that, it's a range, charging, and technology monster. The biggest issue I have with the Taycan is that I can't afford one, and that's more of a personal struggle than anything wrong with the car. But here's the thing, the Taycan is the ultimate proof of concept. If an automaker that's most famous for flat-six engines can get an EV so right, then surely there's hope for an all-electric future, right? But being very good at EVs isn't enough to shield Porsche from what's happening in the world. That kicks off this Monday edition of Critical Materials, our morning roundup of industry and technology news. What Porsche's EV woes say about the auto industry. Right now, like many automakers, Porsche once announced a bold plan to go 80% electric by 2030, which basically meant a pivot to EVs, while continuing with the 911 until Europe would no longer legally allow them to do so. The plan hasn't turned out so well, Bloomberg explains today. The latest development is that a planned large three-row SUV will no longer be all electric, while Porsche now sees more of a future for hybrids and gas cars as well. There are three reasons for this. The first is that, despite the Taycan's initial sales surge, it too has fallen victim to the phenomenon of luxury buyers wanting the experience of owning internal combustion cars. I do think this is a problem for higher-end brands. When an electric Kia can smoke a Ferrari, what can the Ferrari offer that's worth paying six figures for? The second and third problems for Porsche, Bloomberg explains, are China and now USA tariffs that will increase costs and potentially spike prices. And the latter comes at a time when EVs could face a broader downturn in sales as incentives end. Part of the problem is Porsche's struggles in China, the world's biggest auto market, where luxury spending remains muted, and local manufacturers, led by BYD, are dominating on EVs. The company also is among the hardest hit by President Donald Trump's tariffs in the USA, Porsche's single biggest market, where it relies solely on imports. To be sure, Volkswagen has made some headway on EVs this year. It's outselling Tesla, Stellantis, and BYD in Europe and has unveiled several affordable battery models to further stoke demand, and automakers in the region may get regulatory relief after politicians, including German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, backed industry warnings that the European Union's plan to have them sell only new EVs in 10 years' time is unrealistic. But Volkswagen's luxury brands, which used to bolster margins, are struggling. The Audi Group, which also includes Bentley, Lamborghini, and motorcycle maker Ducati in July, lowered its outlook for the year after shipments fell in most major markets in the first half, including North America and the former profit driver China. Meanwhile, in Porsche's backyard, the European Union has not backed off its ban on new gas and diesel car sales after 2035. So Porsche, like many other automakers, is caught in the middle. It must continue to invest in EVs to meet European regulations, all while it faces a sales drop in China and a resurgence of gas car demand in America. None of this is to be down on Porsche, which has done an excellent job lately with the Macan Electric, albeit one more expensive than the gas SUV it replaced, and looks to pull off something even more promising with the new Cayenne Electric. Its EVs are getting better all of the time, but the storied performance brand proves that switching to an all-electric future won't be so simple. Source, reposted and summarized from Patrick George at insideevs.